Y'all know the most controversial, not really controversial, but the biggest news in anime industry, if you care about that stuff, is the fact that Sony is acquiring Kadokawa. Now, Gigguk, the only man's opinion that matters in the anime industry, is here to tell us his take, but isn't he owned by Kadokawa? Isn't he like literally the company he works for already is under Kadokawa? Will this be a compromised take?
What do you think about Sony buying Kadokawa? Sony buying Kadokawa.
Yep.
Sony, my favorite company. I welcome my new overlord.
Here's the thing, and I wanted to make another video about this topic. Reading some other people's inputs and trying to like do some research on my own, I've noticed that like people are making this example that this is just, people are just like dooming way too hard and aren't looking at the facts. The fact that Aniplex is under Sony and shows like My Dress Up Darling and a bunch of other risque like fan service shows has come out, that should be evidence that you shouldn't be completely dooming. Because yeah, Kadokawa is not Aniplex. Sorry. Aniplex is under Sony. Yes, Kadokawa is not Aniplex. Yes, but the fact that the parent company Sony has already hands-on reaching, you know, censorship, and the censored content seems to be already kind of okay, I think it's gonna be all right.
Love Sony. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. I got a PS5. I own a PS5, guys. I own a PS5. It didn't happen yet, right? Well, you know, if Sony takes over Kadokawa, hopefully that means that there'll be more anime watch parties, right? Because Crunchyroll is also under Sony. So I'm trying to look for the positives. So surely that'll mean things will get easier for me, right, guys? Right?
Well, I mean, for Gigguk, he's gonna be fine regardless. None of this shit really matters. Like, he's not really the average consumer of content.
That means also, guys, hold up.
Yeah.
That means also that's all of Aniplex under the same umbrella as well. So that means Fate. Guys, maybe I will be able to do a Fate watch party. Who knows? Daddy Kadokawa now, Granddaddy Sony.
It's a much more positive, obviously, you know, lens that we're looking through here. But again, if you look at the Aniplex example and look at, you know, how Sony is running Aniplex and the animes that's come out under Aniplex censorship, there's some titles that you would just be shocked to be like, huh, they let this through? Okay.
I mean, I don't know much. I want to hear shit. I'll say over here at Geeks Plus, down at the bottom, we don't hear a lot about what's going on higher up.
Yeah, Geeks Plus is the company that Gigguk, I think, is working with or for, not sure. But then Kadokawa is owning that Geeks Plus, I think.
Up, man. I probably know as much as you guys as to what is going on. If it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen.
I think it's gonna happen for sure. There is, like, it's simply rumors, but looking at how Kadokawa is positioning themselves along with Sony, it just feels like it's just gonna go through. They look really chummy and just kind of friendly.
I know as much as you guys, so I'm also just waiting to see what's going to happen, and hopefully nothing badly is going to be affected on our end. I hope nothing bad is going to be affected on our end, but like you guys, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Even Malin doesn't know, bro. Like, I think the main talks is with the higher ups of Kadokawa and the higher ups of Sony. This is a different level. We are not at the corporate.
Yeah, like, Gigguk isn't even part of Kadokawa in terms of working for the parent company. He's in, like, you know, Geeks Plus something, right? And even if you are working specifically at Kadokawa, you think like a rank and file employee is gonna know this shit? Like, there's gonna be that rank and file employees, managers, boss, right? There's like 17 fucking separate ranks in the hierarchy. Like, you'd be surprised how these corporate structures work, man. It's insane. I used to work for a Fortune 500 company. Doing software engineering, and oh my god, it was a global company, and holy shit, like, my boss has another boss who's managed by another boss who's managed by another boss who's managed by another boss who's it's just like, it's an endless fucking chain of command. It's insane.
Level to know anything that's going on behind the scenes.
And that's pretty much it. I think that the whole Sony Kadokawa news, a lot of people are dooming, right? Because again, monopolies are always bad. Absolutely. The reason why the consumers are always going to lose in the monopoly is that there's no other option, right? There's no other service, there's no other provider to go to. Sony is now going to have ownership of pretty much the entire fucking thing. And they, you know, we watched the other chibi videos talking about the censorship at the root. We're not even talking about different version of distribution of the anime. We're talking at the root, the source material itself may get censored, but that's like a very extreme, you know, end of the spectrum. The other extreme, you could assume, again, looking just simply at what Aniplex has produced under Sony, I don't think that the anime department will be heavily censored or significantly changed. But then again, this is a very hopeful mindset. At the end of the day, all we can do is just kind of wait and see what's going to happen. But here it is. This shit was posted 24 minutes ago. Check out Mr. SleepyClips channel. Here it is. Here's a link. Thank you for the Gigguk, you know, opinions and clips. These are actually such a good content to just farm. Thank you, Sleepy. See you next time.